Spring 1943. The war had reached a strategic crossroads. The Allies needed a breakthrough in southern Europe, and the logical choice was the island of Sicily. But this same logic was the greatest danger. The German command, expecting the attack, had turned the island's shores into an impregnable fortress. A direct assault threatened the lives of tens of thousands of soldiers. Victory required not brute force, but sophisticated cunning, an operation that would make the enemy look the other way. And such an operation was born within British intelligence, its codename, Operation Mincemeat. It was a victory written not with orders, but with a story. The hero of this story was a man who never existed, Major William Martin, Royal Marines. His creators, Commander Ian Montague and intelligence officer Charles Cholmondeley, approached the task as writers, meticulously building a character and biography. They endowed him with a life woven from mundane, recognizable details. In his pockets were love letters from his fiancée named Pam, with light reproaches and dreams of a peaceful future, a receipt for an engagement ring from fashionable Bond Street, a stern letter from the bank about an overdue debt, theater tickets, a box of matches from his club. Major Martin was a ghost given flesh through boring, undeniable human trifles. But even the most believable character needs a plot. His story became a tragic accident, a courier whose plane crashed at sea, whose body washed ashore with a briefcase chained to his wrist. To enact this plot, a vessel was needed. It became the body of Glyndwr Michael, a young Welshman whose death showed no signs of violence. Preserving it in ice and dressing it in an impeccable uniform, the intelligence officers performed a transformation. A briefcase was attached to his hand, and inside, the essence of the deception, forged personal letters between high-ranking Allied commanders. In one of them, among routine instructions, a fatal phrase was dropped. The invasion of Sicily, Operation Husky, was merely a diversion. The real targets, the letters hinted, were Greece and Sardinia. The stage was set. On a moonless April night, the submarine HMS Seraph surfaced off the coast of the Spanish town of Huelva, a place teeming with German agents. With all due reverence, the crew lowered the body of Major Martin into the water. The mission had begun. The sea delivered the message. The body was found by fishermen and taken into custody by the Spanish authorities, and, as calculated, the sealed briefcase attracted the attention of the local Abwehr agent. The documents were secretly photographed before being returned to the British. The bait was swallowed. In Berlin, the information was scrutinized meticulously. The personal details, the love letters, the bank statements, were too human to be false. Even Hitler himself was convinced. Soon, at Bletchley Park, where German codes were broken, confirmation arrived. The elite 1st Panzer Division was sent to Greece. Mines were laid off the coast of Sardinia. The might of the Axis powers turned to face a phantom. The reckoning came at dawn on July 9, 1943. The largest amphibious fleet in history appeared not off Greece, but off Sicily. The defenders fought desperately. This was war, but not with the concentrated, prepared, deadly force meant for other shores. The German and Italian units were disoriented, their strength diluted by the elegant lie. A bridgehead in Europe was captured. Historians believe this single ruse saved tens of thousands of lives. Operation Mincemeat is not just a tactical trick, it is a lesson about the nature of war. It proved that the most powerful weapon is a story, a victory won not on the battlefield, but in the enemy's mind, a triumph of psychology, showing that the fortress of the human mind can be taken not by assault, but by a narrative constructed with such attention to the fragile details of life, love, debts, duty, that for a time it becomes more real than reality itself. It is a reminder, to protect life, one must sometimes become a skilled author of a beautiful, necessary, and devastating lie.